Hi, welcome to Bower Hill Community Church. If you're a host for Family Promise, the first thing you're going to need to do is to get into the building. We have a key box here which is set up especially for Family Promise, and it only has a key in it when we are hosting Family Promise. If you are a host, you will receive a secret code from your coordinator, and you will use that to get into the box. Once you have the key from the box, here's how you get into the door. We have new doors that are much easier to get into. Key goes in the lock. Turn it left. Now the handle turns. Once the handle turns, you can open the door. What we'd like you to do is lock the door back up, turn it to the right till it clicks. You can make sure that it's locked by seeing that the handle doesn't go down. So once you've opened the door and come inside, and after you've put the key back in the key box, please, now what we want to do is make the door so that it opens when someone pushes on it. And right now, to do that, we take this little hex nut thingy here, and there are two holes on the door here. There's one on either side, here, and there's a little piece of masking tape on either side so you can find the holes. They're the little ones, not the big ones. So what you want to do is you want to put the hex nut in there, and it's not that easy to get it in. In fact, it's difficult to get it in right now. Oh, that's because you have to push it in first. Push the handle in. Then, turn it whichever way it turns. So it's going to turn clockwise on this side. And then please do both sides. And on this side it turns clockwise on both sides. And now, with this in, you can see that it's in a little bit more than this. Now the door just opens all the time. So when you want to lock the door, you just repeat it in the opposite direction. And it's pretty tight. So we'll unlock that side. We'll unlock that side. Make sure that the crash bar is pulled out, and make sure that it doesn't open when you push on it. And that's how we deal with the doors at Bower Hill Church. So now you're in Bower Hill Church, and we're in Fellowship Hall, which is where we serve our meals. So if you take a look around here, you'll see that it's a big room, and it's kind of dark. So what I'm going to do is show you now how to turn on these overhead lights that we have. So, to turn on the overhead lights, we walk this way, past the stage, and out these double doors. Into this little hallway, and the overhead lights are these 4 switches here. You probably don't need to turn this one on. This is the one for the stage. However, if you have a guest who would like to perform on the stage, feel free to turn this one on too. So now the lights are on in Fellowship Hall. These lights take quite a while to turn on. So if you look in there, you'll see that they're coming on, except the one in the very front, which needs a new bulb. And they take probably 5 or 6 minutes to be totally on. So plan ahead when you're turning them on so that you'll have light when the guests arrive. So once you've finished dinner and it's time for everybody to move down into the Family Promise area, once you've turned these lights off, we can or right before you turn these lights off, we can turn on these lights that go around the stage. And there's a switch right here, and there's also a switch on the other side. These lights allow people who need to go out that door from this floor to go out without walking in total darkness. And it would be perfectly okay to leave these lights on all night, especially if you have someone who's going to be arriving late, which we often do. So now we're ready to show you where the families and the overnight hosts stay while they're staying at Bower Hill Church. So come this way. To the end of this hall is our first bedroom that we have for our families. We affectionately call it the Noah's Ark room, which you will understand once we go inside. So come on in. I usually reserve this for families, married couples, or like a single father. And one of the reasons that I do that is because this room, while it doesn't have a sofa, it has its own little bathroom. And so that's really nice if you have a single dad that has daughters, and they really appreciate using that. Here's our Noah's Ark. So welcome to the common area. This is an area that all the families can hang out in. We've got toys, we've got a pool table over there that I'll show you. We also have a television. Usually by the time the guests get here, they've already figured out how to use this, but let me show you how to use the TV. We also have a video DVD player that they're welcome to use. And we have some videos, family appropriate videos for them to use. So the TV does not have a remote, but the analog digital box does. So this is the remote for the analog digital box. Push the box thing. The green light comes on. Turn on the power to the TV. And we have TV. We also have Wi-Fi here at Bower Hill, and the code for connecting to that is right there on the wall. So let me give you a little tour of the common room. This is an area for folks to hang out. We have something for little kids. We have our own refrigerator. This shelf usually has a microwave and a coffee maker on top of it. They're inside here right now. This has various sundry kind of kitchen things. We also have a pool table that everyone's welcome to use. The balls are in here. We just kind of put them away so they don't end up all over the floor. We have a bunch of toys and things for folks to play with, and other things for kids. Now I'm going to take you on a little tour of the other bedrooms that we have down here. First I'll show you the janitor's closet that says janitor's closet on it. This is where you can put the garbage that fills up over the week, and we also will have extra toilet paper in here. We're currently not putting paper towels in the bathrooms because it helps to solve our problems with toilets, which I'll talk about later. So please don't put paper towels in the paper towel holder. There will be cloth towels in both bathrooms for people to use, and each person has their own individual towel and washcloth. So our first bedroom is this bedroom right here, and we usually put bigger families in here. It's a nice sized room. It has a sofa. There's a carpet that goes on the floor over there when we're hosting. The next room, just down the hall, is smaller. This room is nice for a single mom and a child or two. This also has a sofa. This room has this lovely curtain here. That's because we have a bunch of stuff back behind here that we don't really want people into. So sometimes the parents actually move the furniture around to help keep their kids out of there, and that is perfectly okay. If you follow this hallway all the way out and up the steps, you're back at the entrance door that we use to come in from Family Promise. We have two bathrooms down on this floor for Family Promise. This is the ladies' room here. There's a gentleman's room over there. We have had a problem with the toilets overflowing, and it gets really ugly when that happens, especially when DART's in session, because all of the flushing that happens upstairs ends up on the floor down here. So if the toilet should overflow, there is a sheet like this in the binder up in the chapel, and there's one for this one, that one, and the two upstairs. Please put these on these doors and close the doors, and make sure that I know about it. My name is in the binder upstairs, Jean Mywald, and you can call me, and we're also going to make sure that the office knows because it's real important that DART knows to not flush those toilets upstairs. During the week, we'll have on this bulletin board here a lot of the emergency numbers. We'll have the house rules, we'll have the emergency numbers for Family Promise, we'll have the other rules about things to do if there's a problem. We have one more bedroom that I'd like to show you. This is the room that we use for really large families, and it's down at the end of this hall. This room has a number of interesting features. One of the first features is that it has an outside door, so I don't put families in here with little kids who might decide to go out by themselves in the middle of the night. The other thing about this room is that currently DART uses it as their entrance. So during the day, all the children from DART come in that door, walk on this carpet and up. So it's important that the families keep all their stuff to this side of this black running carpet.